What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cheap Shot Music Podcast. I'm Jack.
I'm Justin.
And let's get right into the news.
So, all right, Jack, what do we have in music news today?
So let's lead off with talking about Rocky and how
ASAP.
he was arrested. It was about a week ago, I would say. And yeah, it's unfortunate. So here's the thing. He was arrested for a shooting that happened in Hollywood last November. Allegedly, he was the person shooting someone else. We don't know who the other party is, but that person is still alive. They're not like majorly injured, but
all allegations.
Yes, right. So I'm not like saying for sure I know anything. I'm just gathering what I can from the news, essentially. That's all we can do nowadays. So, and this happened over some sort of argument, apparently. I don't know what would lead to that, but anyways, I was reading the article from NPR, and it was interesting because the way it was written was, it was like, this is not Rocky's first brush or like first time with the law encounter, if you will, I guess. And they were talking about his like assault charge that happened in Sweden about 2 or 3 years ago.
2019.
Where basically people and like these dudes were like harassing, in my opinion, they were harassing his crew and him. And first of all, no one has a right to harass anyone or like talk to their face, but that's what was happening in this. And so, Rocky's entourage, his security crew, they dealt with that. And it's not like these guys are dead. The guys who are harassing Rocky are fine. Yeah. Like they got injured at the time because his security guards messed him up. But deservedly so. Like you can't just harass people. So I don't know. I didn't like how that was conflated with this new thing, but it's not Rocky's first time being in trouble. I just hope that like this situation gets resolved.
Because who's pregnant? Rihanna, his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they're walking off the plane and he just gets arrested. And it's just like, wait, what's going on here?
It's not a good look, So.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's known for doing LSD, so they can pretty much arrest him whenever they want.
Yeah, by that justification.
Like they can really pick on ASAP Rocky, the legality portion of that.
Yeah,
so
I hate when people pick on other people over stupid laws like the drug laws. Anyways, let's talk about more rappers. Good news.
Good news.
Yes.
From the desk of Oklahoma.
Yep.
For immediate release. Album Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers will be released on May 13th.
We're talking about that one. Yeah.
Yes. Kendrick Lamar, a.k.a. Duckworth, a.k.a. Oklahoma, a.k.a. Kung Fu Kenny, a.k.a. everything,
Yeah.
So it's his first concept album that he's doing all himself since 2017. I mean, he did have the Black Panther album with SZA
in 2018.
Yeah, which it's a good, movie album.
Yeah,
it's not. I'm not listening to those.
Yeah, it's not his own creative ideas. Like he's making it for something. And I guess you could technically call the Black Panther album a concept album, but not really, in the same breath.
It is technically a concept album because you're taking a concept.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So,
yeah. Well, talking about albums, It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. It's the only thing we've been listening to on the way here. Frolfin. Disc golfers.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Brand new album.
Yeah. So the first couple songs are by Pharrell, and then it's Kanye, and then it's Pharrell, and then it's Kanye. So they both produced the album, both 6 songs on the album. It was really cool. So Labyrinth is also on it. And the last song, I Pray For You, is one of the most beautiful rap songs. And it's the least played song on the whole entire thing.
Well, yeah. I know. Well, so that's the one you were showing me with the really different beat by Labyrinth, right? Yeah. That one's super cool because, what we're going to hear all the time is tradition. We're going to hear hi-hats, we're going to hear snares, we're going to hear kicks. And the interesting thing about that tune you're talking about is it's not so heavy on hi-hat and snare yet. It's still got rhythm. It still has movement as a beat.
The beat moves. The beat is bodied. Oh my gosh. His second verse. X told you hell is hot. I told you I'll repent. I mean, there's so many just one-liners a part of that verse. It reminds me of Alone in Vegas. And I was looking back at Alone in Vegas, and that song only had 5 million plays. And I was like, Pusha T deserves more respect in the rap community.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree. I think the problem with Pusha T is that he's too real for people, and people don't like dealing with real shit sometimes, you know?
He talks about how if you only listen to my lyrics, I only talk about money. But if you look at the deeper meaning, I'm not just only talking about that.
Yeah. And he's spinning it in different ways that are, you know, more subtle. And I think that's what makes Pusha T interesting to listen to. Yeah.
Very. Oh my God. Just his voice. I mean.
I remember laughing at one of those one-liners too, because he's intelligent with it, man. You know?
One of the songs has a weird synth, no, it's a theremin.
Oh, yeah. That weird instrument that you play with like a magnet. Yeah, dude.
So it's literally so funny because it will have this like high pitched like wee, and then it will do a low pitch like woo, and you're laughing because it's so ridiculous. And then his lyrics in it will make you laugh.
Altogether unique though, right? And that's something we need nowadays because I feel like there's so much generic crap out there, you know? It's funny because we've been talking about good rappers and Pusha T, but let's maybe get into some not so good rappers, I guess.
Yeah, but it's today's top hits.
Well, it's, hot garbage to me. It's all hot garbage to me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Justin, what do we have for today's top hits?
Which one do you say? Do you say it's Glamorous by Fergie, or it's just Jack Harlow, he just robbed today's top hits.
Yeah, robbed his spot. Yeah,
he robbed it.
Yeah.
So he's number 2 actually, right behind "Honest" by Justin Bieber and Don Toliver. So he samples this Fergie song into a brand new hot garbage today top hit creation.
No. Brand new.
Yeah, brand new. Like, what?
Let's just give it a listen.
It's First Class by Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
And I can put you in. I can put you in. I can see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 2019, I was outside freely, but now they got it out for me. I don't care what frat you was in, you can't out for me. Keep dreaming. Pineapple juice, I give a sweet semen. I know what they like.
Disappointment.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Disappointment. I love the Fergie song. I'm not even gonna lie. I think that could be like a guilty pleasure pick for me or something.
That would be interesting.
Because it's kind of creative. The melody to it is pretty. I like how she is spelling. She's spelling.
You're killing me. Oh my God.
She spells the word glamorous in a very good way.
Yeah.
So that's sampled, and then Jack Harlow says sex in the AM.
Yep.
What okay, he is taking this and then making it sexual. And he's taking Fergie's meaning of the song and making it, I can get you in first class.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because Fergie's original song, let me even prove this too. Like, let's just look up the lyrics to Glamorous by Fergie.
It's blowing my mind.
Because
it's blowing my mind.
The original thing is like that Fergie's lyrics in Glamorous are about how people in America overvalue being rich and all these shallow things that go along with that. For example,
MIA and Paper Planes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, they're talking about it, but they're talking about it in a way that's subtly critical of it.
Right? So that's just that makes it even more funny how Jack Harlow takes the spin of making it materialism and sexual.
Exactly. Because like, okay, and I won't change for the glamorous, oh, the flossy flossy. That's what Fergie, that's one of the lyrics from Fergie's song. But then, yeah, you have Jack Harlow like, sex in the AM, I can put you in first class, I can put you in first class, I've been a G, throw up the L. First of all, if like an actual person who is a gangster heard you saying that, they would kill you.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
yeah,
you can't say that. You can't pretend.
This creates fights.
Yeah, it does. You're dead on about
fights.
that. It creates fights. Seriously.
I've been a G. Yeah, Jack, you've been a G.
Yeah. Okay. I could see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 2019, I was outside freely, but now they got it out for me. I don't care what frat that you was in. You can't alpha me, keep dreaming. The fact that he's talking about frats just shows you that this is a white dude rapping and like
juice.
pretending. Pineapple juice. Oh, because he's going to give her the sweet. And then, dude, the ad lib is semen. Bro. Oh my God. This is horrible, dude.
This is cringy.
Oh my God.
It just got so much worse for me.
It did. We didn't even realize it was this bad, dude.
Oh my gosh, it says you need Jesus in it.
Oh my God. You're such a hypocrite, Jack Harlow.
You need Jesus.
And you're stupid,
I can't even
too.
believe it.
Oh my God. Dude, and I think I saw something too where he was talking about how like I don't get why people rip on me all the time. This is why. This is why we rip on you all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, dude.
You deserve to be ripped on for this.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. None of it's funny. He's being serious.
And it's not clever either.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, read some lyrics for me, Justin. Your turn.
Oh my gosh. This lifestyle don't got many downsides.
Already preaching materialism.
Kept for the lack of time I get around my family. What? Kept for the lack of time I get round my family, making sure they never downsize. I got visions of my mom saying, wait, this house is mine? Can't lie, I'm on Angus.
Click on that. What does that mean?
Angus Cloud 9. Oh, it's a Euphoria reference.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay, fine. 1 point for intelligence. You got one.
I got him on the bandwagon now. About time. Okay. That is the strongest line in the whole entire thing, and he's ripping off
Euphoria and then gloating.
Oh, jeez.
Can we just move on, to a new? Yeah, let's get into some For That We Adore.
Not For That We Adore, Jack.
Wrong.
Ha ha ha. I'm creeping up.
What do we got?
We're doing just big band symphonies that are part of rap albums in a Justin's Joint.
Let's check it out.
A Justin's Joint.
All right, Justin, tell us about what we're about to listen to.
All right, let's see if I can get it right. Tetsuo and you.
Yeah, there we go. Why don't you give yourself a round of applause?
Yeah. I don't want to do it. I'll give myself a boo. No, but so it's an album by Lupe Fiasco. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to break down what albums have like big band symphonies like within them that are presenting an atmosphere, helping you feel what the concept of the album is, setting the mood and the tone for the whole thing. Or if it's at the end,
putting a nice bow on it.
Yeah,
that's true.
So in Tetsuo and Youth by Lupe, he starts with like this beautiful like symphony of just help me out here, Jack.
Yeah,
like,
it's a string or orchestration, beautiful opening, major type harmony, and the piece is named Summer, right? At the beginning of the album. And it kind of sets up the next like 4 to 5 songs, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And the interesting thing about this album is that it has all the 4 seasons, but then, and like each of those, basically in each of the seasons, you have a symphonic piece that sets up the next
And then so
approximate
it
songs.
sets up the feeling of all of those songs.
In this case.
And so like it will have the summer hits in summer. And then fall, it has this wonderful Prisoner 1 and 2 song that it's one of my favorites. It creates this like big tension and release.
Yeah.
Big just like
that's
thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to keep an audience engaged too, because like the tension and release thing is the most fundamental aspect behind music. Regardless of whether you understand harmony or not, like music theory and whatnot, which is, but it's useful. However, it's about the tension and release, and any way that you can explain that or any notes that you can use to create this idea of tension and release is really what music does. Whether you know that theoretically or not.
Right. And then that's what Lupe's doing in fall and then winter. The winter is just very dark. He has delivery, right? It's deliver. It's the pizza man don't deliver here anymore because we're in the ghetto. They don't want to be out with pizza, out with money because they're going to get robbed.
Yeah.
And then so that's the winter. And then it goes all the way around into the spring symphony. That kind of creates this growth, and it just ends with this beautiful, like after winter, like after all of that, and then you're like out, and it's like this freedom to live at the end.
Yeah, and to explore new areas. And then it's also kind of interesting too, because like I feel like the seasons can kind of represent a part in maybe Lupe's life. A
whole lot.
And that's why, like, maybe wintry season is not as, hasn't been historically good for him. So that's why it ended up being the way that it did. And I think it was an interesting choice to end with the spring, the piece called Spring, excuse me, that, like you were saying, leads to this idea that like there's growth, or it's also like the idea that there's new things, because in spring we often see obviously growth of plants and new life, and so it's kind of like a send-off, really.
Right. And then another super sweet thing about this album, Tetsuo is a Japanese word for Iron Man, and it's this really super psychotic movie in Japan that's one of the most effed up anime or what Acura movies ever. It's like it's just absolutely insane. So he names the album after that, and then he has this symphony within it, so it's like a battle within himself, and he's like diving deep into all of these different things and everything that's part of his life, and then it ends with this just release.
Totally. I mean, and we've definitely covered that. It's interesting how he chose Tetsuo and Youth. There's a lot to,
just
ponder
unpack
in terms of meanings. Yeah. Anyways, moving forward.
Yeah. We have Macklemore on the album The Heist. Well, it's not Macklemore like playing the instruments or anything. He's not rapping during it. It's a full-on symphony called Bomb Bomb featuring The Teaching, and the piano in it is just extraordinary the whole entire time. And then it has like fireworks shooting off in the middle of it, and it has this just crazy trumpets, crazy every instrument you could ever think of, honestly. Like
in terms of a symphony band.
So cool.
And you were kind of saying that this is the song that made the entire album, and why you also kind of think that it won the Grammy.
Yeah, he stole it away from Good Kid, Mad City. I still haven't forgiven him about that.
Yeah, I don't think he's forgiven himself for that, man.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
No, man.
But anyways, it's right in about the fourth or fifth song of the album, and so it kind of captures what this whole entire album feels like. So when I'm listening back to this song, it kind of puts me back right into the place and right into the feeling that I was when I was first listening to the whole album. And it's just pretty cool, which leads me right into my favorite, The Roots off of the Undone album. They have this great 4-part movement at the end of the whole entire album to like capture the whole entire concept in a little bow with a cherry on top, and they capture the third one is super tension filled. So the first one is a beautiful piano piece. The second one, they bring in strings. It's more of a big band. The third one, they just completely are just putting you in tension, and it's kind of difficult to listen to at parts. I mean, that some songs are like that.
Oh yeah,
And some
tension can be.
songs- yeah.
The purpose of tension is definitely for it to be hard to listen to because it makes the release feel so much better. You know.
And then that's where you get the fourth movement, and it's just so beautiful.
Yeah,
It's just so beautiful.
this is definitely the one of the three that we've talked about that is the bow on top kind of album.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
or at least with symphony pieces at the end of the album.
Right. Lupe was like setting up the environment. The heist was like, all right, let's capture it. And then this one is just a beautiful bow on top. Literally, when I listen to this, I get transported back to when I first listened to it.
And that's a special feeling, man.
It's really fun.
Any piece of music that can do that for you, whether modern or old or crappy in my opinion and crappy in other people's opinion, if it does that for you, that's an amazing thing, you know. There's not many songs that I can say actually do that for me, you know. But we've talked a lot about songs that we adore. How about we get into some For That We Adore to continue that?
Perfect.
Great.
For that we adore.
All right, listeners and watchers, I guess. We've got a theme this week of doing songs that have under 2 million plays on Spotify. And this is going to be an interesting one because there's a lot to choose from, but also it's going to be hard to find good picks. But how about we start with Casey this week on a video?
So for this For That We Adore with Spotify streams under 2 million, I chose a tune that I'm amazed is under 2 million, but I guess it is. It's only about 800,000 or so. And the song is called Breakout by Lettuce. Let's check it out. Okay, so it's like extremely funky. It's like the funkiest song I've ever heard, pretty much. The drums and the bass player and the organ player, they're just like playing off of each other in such crazy ways. The organ player is dragging on purpose in such a great way, and the drums are just keeping a super tight tempo. And it's just really soulful and funky, and like, I don't know, it just makes me feel good. So, Breakout by Lettuce. If you don't know who Lettuce is, you really need to check out Lettuce. They are on tour right now, and they're just killing it in this underground scene. So check it out.
Great. Thanks, Casey. We appreciate it. And now your turn, Hannah.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Hannah back in my dorm room. And for the underground pick this week, I picked Miami by Parrotfish. Let's check it out.
Why don't you give me a break? Yeah,
Sing, give me music.
Yeah, dude, cool song, right? Yeah, I picked this song for a lot of reasons. Well, the first time I heard it, it starts out with the guitar intro, and that obviously caught my attention because I'm a guitarist, and I thought, oh, this is something I could get into. Let's keep it going. Let's check it out. And then the lyrics go on, and they're like, yeah, life is stressful. We're broke and we're stressed out, but don't forget to take life as it comes and to enjoy what's around you. So I really, really like that. And then when it gets to the chorus, there's this cool like breakdown in the guitar kind of, it's like a halftime kind of feel thing. And the guitar just wails and the singer like goes into his like throaty voice. It's really cool. So if you haven't heard the chorus, you should check it out. Check out the song Miami by Parrotfish. It's sitting at 1.7 million streams right now. So it's just under 2 million. So if you guys listen to it, get it up to that 2 million because it's a sweet little summer song. So yeah, well, cool. See you guys later.
Wow, Hannah, that was great. That was great because we know what you picked already. All right. All right, Jack, what do you got for us?
So this week, as I said, we're doing songs with under 2 million plays. And I did a little bit of a deep dive on this one, but kind of not a deep dive because I think Spotify suggested this tune to me. But the song is called Drew's Groove by Got My Own Sound. Let's take a listen.
Oh, I'm so in love.
Dude, I love this song.
Yeah.
This song,
It's groovy.
dude, it's so
groove.
smooth too.
Yeah.
And this is such a like new and up and coming group. Like this song literally has 5,000 plays on Spotify, and it should have 5 million plays on Spotify. What can I say about it? I mean, first of all, it opens with a I guess I don't know what it would. It's kind of like a flammy type drum feel where it's Jay Dilla type beat, you know,
Nice.
kind of thing.
Right.
Some sick bass playing and like a little bit of like the bass player in this group, man, so good, so tight. Plays in this opening is like drums and bass only, and he's playing this really groovy line, but then he does some chord things too, and it's so good. And then about a minute into the song, because people in this band actually can take their time and do music, and people will actually listen to it too, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
unlike
that's
having to get the
sweet.
chorus 30 seconds into the song.
Right.
So anyways, minute into the song, we get this beautiful singing where it's in love with you. Or actually, that's not the first lyrics. Oh, I'm so in love. Give me the who's singing. I know.
Wait.
Who's singing?
But man, dude, and it's just a song about love. And let me read some lyrics too. I want my legacy engraved, no erasing me. To make a change, be the change that you pray to see. Nothing left but to get it now. Can't sit around and wait until it all gets figured out. I gotta get us out of here. I don't really know how. Rough roads make it easy to quit. Nothing worth having is easy to get. So I just run my feet until reality becomes my dream. All I want is peace. Love is king. I mean, how can you not like those lyrics, man? So good, so meaningful. And it's got this interesting like male-female dynamic because you have a male rapper at the beginning, which by the way, it starts out with some singing and then the groove changes, like the feel changes,
Right.
And then they go to a rap section with a male rapper first and then a female rapper, and they're talking about all this love stuff like she said, if heaven is a mile away, with you I'll cross the finish line 1,000 times. Beautiful singing performance, beautiful rapping performance, beautiful instrumentation, beautiful playing. I don't know, I can't say anything bad about this.
Right. Her cadence was so No Name like, but she sounded deeper toned like Rhapsody.
Yeah.
And I was like so confused. I was like, who is this?
Yeah, I know. Like as soon as she started rapping too, you were like, damn, okay.
It's so good.
Yeah, man.
Right.
So, I mean, these guys deserve so many plays and
so many plays.
So please, listeners, go give them a look. Got My Own Sound. Justin, what do you got for us?
I don't know. I actually don't know, man. I found out it's mainly the songs that I like are under 2 million. So like, for example, I Pray For You, the Pusha T one, is under 2 million somehow. The Needle by Tech Nine. These are like greatest rap verses of all time. I mean, he has under 2 million. Kings and Queens by Tyga, Wale, and Nas has only 2.5. I'm like, what the? And then Alone in Vegas by Pusha, literally in my top 10 of rap songs of all time. It's just being disrespected. It should have hundreds of millions, all of these songs. There's a bunch of Black Star songs, Mos Def and Talib Kweli. They have their new album done 95%, and they're just waiting to distribute it. This is coming up.
We're looking forward to that one.
It's coming up.
And yeah.
And then Lupe Fiasco, Alan Forever, only 1.9. His whole House EP with dinosaurs on it, all of that has less than 2 million. And then this is the travesty right here. In Love with the Mic, The Roots and Skills and Truck North has 388,000. This is off their 2004 album, Tipping Point. They're like namesake rap songs.
Yeah.
And then you got Somebody's Gotta Do It at 1.8 million.
And that one is a super travesty.
It's on my favorites list. Like, I will listen to that song until I'm 80. My goodness, I can't handle this.
Well, what else you got?
I can't handle my pick because it's from Elephant in the Room by Mick Jenkins. And it has only 633,000 plays when that should be literally adding 3 zeros to it.
Yeah.
The song is This Cigarettes by Mick Jenkins.
Let's take a listen.
I gave him water and I heard somebody talking flukes. A noble savage, I could turn it to Chernobyl if I dropped this news. Honestly, doubt it if I only seen it on the internet. A lot of niggas bread, not a lot of niggas stop bread. Hottest thing that I love gon' kill me is this cigarette.
Dude, this song is so up your alley. Like, this is like your bag. Totally. It's the classic lo-fi beat or the lo-fi piano and the beat, but tell me about what you like about this song.
Well, he does the whole thing. Like one take. It's obvious that he does the whole entire thing. He does the chorus, he does the verses, and it's obvious because it's not perfect. Because he'll go into a verse and he'll still be doing the melodies with his voice, and it's not him straight up Mick Jenkins rapping. So it's so cool to see how he goes from the chorus and then he hops into his groove, and then those lines are it's like a different verse when you're inside the same verse, and then he goes back to the chorus, and then he goes back to the verse, and it's kind of like this fluid motion that he's doing.
Mick Jenkins
so cool.
is so interesting, man. He's so interesting. I think the theme of all of your picks and why they're under 2 million is that they're all real talk. Like, they're talking about real stuff.
Real.
And people don't want to listen to that.
Just don't. Yeah, well, Pusha T's new album, I mean, he has Pharrell and Jay-Z on one. That's above 10 million plays. All the rest of them are below 10 million. It's so weird.
It's popularity.
Me.
I mean,
that's so weird to me because he's just talking real truth.
Yeah. It's just, I kind of get upset when people are just after the namesake or they're after the party culture. Because here's the thing.
The glamour.
Yeah, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with party culture. I'm fine with celebrating. But like when it's done in this shallow, meaningless manner, what did I talk about? What makes a song bad in Jack's Junk? It's meaninglessness. And to me, like Jack Harlow's First Class is a perfect example of how a meaningless song can actually be super popular, right? Because people want that shallow stuff.
I was really hoping we were going to be able to have one of the Pusha T songs on today's top hits.
Yeah.
And there's no Pusha T anywhere on the top hits.
Man.
It's so weird. It's like, can you guys respect rap a little bit?
But
respect performers. Like, this is a performance, this
I agree.
whole song. Yeah.
But I have a question for you, right?
Right.
So, okay, you know how like being super, super famous, like really famous, can be kind of a burden almost, right? So part of me wonders, like, if just somehow the universe has organized it in a certain way where people who want to live good lives, they will live a good life, but they won't have to live it in front of everyone else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I feel like Mick Jenkins is pretty comfortable where he's at right now, where he's not getting bombarded everywhere.
But he'll still sell out First Ave.
Yeah,
I guarantee
he'll still sell out.
Yeah. So it's like, that's kind of the thing. I feel like that's the ideal place to be at, where you can have an income being a musician, but you don't necessarily need to be plastered everywhere, because that's what we see with a lot of rappers and celebrities.
That's kind of curious because Frank Ocean does it through not releasing albums.
Stuff. Yeah, because he doesn't want you to know who he is. That's the funniest thing you said about Frank Ocean, man. Because he doesn't want you to know who he is.
Why hasn't Miss Lauryn Hill released another album?
Because they're trying not to be bombarded by y'all.
They made their money.
Or harassed either. Like Rocky, bro, getting harassed in Sweden. Stop harassing these celebrities, man.
Just let them make music.
Yeah, dude. Holy moly. So this has been the Cheap Shot Music Podcast.
Please download or stream this episode wherever you get your podcasts.
Please leave a like and a comment on our social medias. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you, everyone, for listening.